Air, water, and weather. Just think about it. Why does the wind blow from one direction one day and from another the next day? Why is it rainy one day and dry the next day? This is all because of the heat of the sun. Without the sun, there would be no weather. The heat of the sun, clouds, water cycle, and movement of air bring about changes in weather. Weather changes from time to time, thus everybody should always be ready. Role of the sun on weather. The change in weather takes place because of unequal heating of the atmosphere by the sun. As the earth is round, different parts of the earth receive varying amounts of sunlight. Unequal heating is also caused due to the tilt of the earth. The sun's rays in the polar regions are slanting, thus making this region very cold. In some places, such as near the equator, direct rays make the temperature rise high. This makes the weather very hot in regions at the equator. Seasonal changes are due to the earth revolving around the sun. In our country, summer, winter, and monsoon are the main seasons. However, weather changes even during one season and from day to day and sometimes even from hour to hour. The sun causes change of state of water. The heat of the sun causes water vapor rise and form clouds, bring rain, snow, or thunderstorms. Clouds also play an important role in weather. The white or grey puffy floating objects in the sky are clouds. Role of air on weather. All the changes in weather are caused directly or indirectly from the sun. The sun's heat warms the land and water surfaces. The land absorbs heat and releases it into the atmosphere, which heat the air above and causes moving air. The movement of air causes winds which lead to weather changes. Air moves because the land and water surfaces are unevenly heated. Land and sea breeze. The land absorbs and loses heat more quickly as compared to water. This difference gives rise to land breeze at night and sea breeze during the day. Sea breeze. During the day, land gets heated by the sun faster than water. The air above land becomes warmer than air above water and rises up. This is because hot air is lighter. Cool air over the sea water moves in to take its place. Thus, a cool breeze blows from the sea towards the land. This is known as sea breeze. Land breeze. During the night, land cools down faster than the water of the sea. This means that sea is warmer than the land. So, hot air above the sea rises up and cool air from the land blows towards the sea to take its place. This is known as land breeze. Water and different forms of precipitation. More than 70% of our Earth's surface is covered with water. Water changes into water vapor by the heat of the sun. This is known as evaporation. Humidity is a measure of the amount of water vapor in the air. The rate of evaporation depends on and is faster if the surface of the exposed area is large, weather is windy, air is dry, temperature is high. You have learnt that hot air rises up and forms clouds. This is known as condensation. The clouds become heavy and fall down to the earth as rain and other forms of precipitation. Precipitation is any form of water that falls from clouds. Forms of precipitation. Rain takes place when drops of liquid water fall from clouds. A rain gauge is used to measure amount of rainfall. Hail is formed when raindrops pass through extremely cold areas of the atmosphere. They fall down as hard, rounded pellets of ice in showers from clouds. Snow is formed when ice crystals form from water vapor in very cold areas of the atmosphere. Snow falls in light white flakes. Fog is thick cloud very close to the ground. It restricts visibility. When fog mixes with smoke in the air, it results in smog, a type of pollution. Frost is deposit of small white ice crystals formed on the ground or other surfaces when the temperature falls below freezing. Dew are tiny drops of water formed from the condensation of water vapor in the air. Purification of water. Rainwater is the purest form of water. However, rainwater becomes impure as many impurities get dissolved in it as it falls to the earth and goes into water bodies. Water contains impurities such as soluble impurities, insoluble impurities, and germs. The insoluble impurities can be separated by the following methods. Sedimentation. The impure water is kept undisturbed in a container for some time. The heavy insoluble impurities settle down at the bottom and clear water is left on the top. This process is sedimentation. Decantation. The clear water obtained from the above process is poured out slowly into another container. This process is decantation. Filtration. In this process, the impure water is passed through a porous interface so that the solid particles are trapped and the fluid passes through. Here, the porous interface is the filter paper. The clean water collected is called the filtrate. This can be compared to filtering of tea through a strainer. However, water obtained from the above processes still contains impurities. These are the soluble impurities which can be purified by some of the methods given below. Water obtained by the following processes is safe for drinking. Boiling. This is one of the safest and simplest methods of purifying water. The water should be allowed to boil for at least 10 minutes. Chlorination. In this process, chlorine is added to water. Chlorine kills germs. Potassium permanganate. Addition of this chemical can also purify water. Filters. Nowadays, mostly people use filters or RO water purifier. Pollution of water. Human activities have caused most of the water bodies to become dirty. Dirty water from household drains, pipes and chemicals let out from factories into river and oceans is water pollution. Think about all the diseases that you can get from drinking water that contains germs. Drinking such water can cause waterborne diseases. Waterborne diseases. Disease caused by drinking polluted water is waterborne disease. Cholera, typhoid, jaundice, and diarrhea are some of the common diseases. Indirectly, some waterborne diseases are caused due to mosquitoes, which cause malaria and dengue, etc. They breed in contaminated water.